Hey everyone, and thanks for listening to the Happy News Group podcast. This week, I'm so excited to talk with Lindsey Langley, who is the Executive Director of the American Cancer Society. Lindsey, you've shared a lot about what the American Cancer Society is doing to help not only patients, but also our healthcare workers. You guys are raising money. You're partying with celebrities on our behalf, and we thank you for that sacrifice. But tell me, you mentioned the why as opposed to the what. You've been with the American Cancer Society now for, you said, 4 or 5 months. Why this organization? What has impacted you related to this cause where you go, you know what, this is it. This is what I want to spend my life doing.
Yeah. I think professionally, obviously that why is so important. And the stories that touch me are the ones where people are going through treatment and you see the signs outside of people's doors. One thing that we're working on is hopefully getting with some of our healthcare partners to provide them with, digital platforms. Because a lot of the people that are obviously most people that are going through cancer treatments are older population, right? So they don't have iPads. They may not know how to use FaceTime. So they're sitting, they're sitting in
alone.
treatment and going through this process alone. My next door neighbor growing up, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. And my mom called me 3 days ago, and he's got fluid built up in his lungs. And she said it's so hard on his wife, who's like, I grew up with them. It's like family, right? Because an ambulance comes and picks him up and takes him to the hospital because he can't breathe. So they've got to put him on a ventilator and everything. And you're sitting at home, like by yourself, your husband of 50 years has gone to the hospital and you're sitting at home by yourself.
It's
wondering
helpless.
what.
Yeah. It's that helplessness. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, American Cancer Society, one thing that, I just joined the organization 5 months ago. And I think that we're all impacted. Everybody's impacted by cancer in one way or the other.
Sure.
And you see how during this time with COVID-19, you hear a lot of stories about people who are scared to go outside. They're scared to do the things that we normally do because of either previous diagnosis, you're a survivor. And it's gut wrenching because how not just impacting those things you do every day, but being around your family and your friends. And if you're going through treatment, you're already lonely and scared. And so we at American Cancer Society, obviously our operations have changed, but we still offer a lot of those services that we've offered before, as far as caregiver resources. And then, we're becoming more of a digital, nonprofit. What we do so well is we're able to connect with patients and caregivers and provide them with the resources that they need. And now more than ever, just picking up the phone, we're there 24 hours a day, just picking up the phone and being able to talk to someone and walk them through the things that, they're going through. And one thing that I am very passionate about is communities that are in need and communities that don't have access to healthcare, low-income communities where, they already have a hard time getting in to see getting the right care that they need. And now it's even more, harder for them. There's a lot of people that are facing these battles alone. They don't have anyone. And so we just have to continue that fight for funding, for research, and just finding new ways to keep people alive because
and keeping hope alive. I think that's
hope. Yeah.
That's what, when I was asked to volunteer, that's the thing that really stood out to me was when you called it the Hope Lodge, and what you said, it's hope. It's not just, it's not just that what, it's taking care of people and giving them hope that, whether they survive or they don't survive,
Yeah.
they can make the most out of the life that they have.
Yeah.